Hello, everyone. And my bad because I thought it was 8 p.m. It is 6 p.m. And so we're meeting somewhere in between, which is 6:30 p.m. Wait, let me just have Nishtha log in. Nishtha,
Did you show
where
there is?
is, sorry?
Did you show there is the picture?
Not yet. He came back at around 5 o'clock from school when I wasn't there. So actually, I was amidst finalizing the furniture. Join. 8 seconds. Join. You're there? So yeah. So so furniture for the center, I had gone for that, and I thought I'm going to get back pretty early, but I mean, I've never done this furniture shopping, so I realize it takes longer than usual. And so anyone willing or looking at doing any kind of workshop in Ahmedabad, please, you're welcome. My center is there, and it's coming up in a beautiful way, which is all encompassing and all inclusive. So it's like, it's not that LGBTQ is not going to be included. Yes, it's all inclusive. I would rather have everyone than to have no one. So, yeah. Hi, Nishta.
Hello. How are you?
I am so good. How are you? Let's just start talking
Yeah.
about the topic that we were discussing. That actually, you know what? The topic was going to be sex for everyone. And we
Yeah.
made it, we wanted to mellow it down. No, I did not want to mellow it down. It was Nishtha, she's like, what if people are going to judge us? Oh my God, is sex for
Repeat
everyone?
it.
Yeah, these women
Yeah,
are
no,
talking about,
nothing for everybody who's judging.
yeah, right. So we
It's
mellowed
not
it down
only
to
about the
say,
judgment, but then I thought, like, I heard this amazing line in Access that said that, women do sex for relationships and men do relationship for sex. And then
yes.
I thought, because we have made it so significant that the both, if you've had sex, now you're in a relationship, kind of a reality.
That's
Of
not
course,
true.
leaving behind the one night stands and everything. But then I
So,
thought,
yeah. So basically, yeah, thank you for kickstarting the whole discussion because it's what Divorceless Relationships as a book. If you haven't ever read it, please lay your hands on it and start reading it. That talks about this in a very beautiful way that yes, men do relationships in order to have sex. But if that's not your agenda, guess what? You have to ask a question. Um, are they doing relationship so that they can get sex? I'm talking about the men. And if you get a yes, are you still okay just having the sex component and no relationship? And if it doesn't work for you, don't try to mold them, don't try to change them, don't try to tell them I did this because of this, because that's not going to work. Dr. Dane talks about his relationships and a lot of stuff that he's done. He said, okay, we were having a good time. And all of a sudden, it comes to this sixth point of view. Now that we've had sex, you've already gone to the point of, uh, you know, naming your kids. And that's all in your head. The other person doesn't even know about it, right? So if you have a different agenda for if you're looking at that guy and saying that, okay, he's such a gorgeous looking man, I would like to have him as my husband, ask a question. Is he willing to be that? Or is he just willing to have fun? And are you open to having fun? Rather than judging you, judging them, judging both, and then rejecting men, that all men are bastards, or whatever that is. Everything that brings up for you guys, can you just run and create? Right, wrong, good, bad, perfect, line, shorts, boys, perverts, and beyonds. And there's nothing wrong in order to do copulation so that you do relation for a relationship, but are you doing copulation so that you get a relationship? Wait, a second. Can we just shush? Yeah, we can shush people. Can we mute people somehow? Is there a way? Sarita, if you could just, I can't find the mute button. So can you just mute yourself? Thank you. So, is that enough for you? Is being, and a lot of women will disagree or agree to disagree that I do not want to talk about copulation. Okay, just for your explanation, what is copulation? Copulation is when you put two body parts together. Okay, no matter what parts they would be, right? Relationship is a distance between two objects. And now you're finding some commonality or similarity so that you can relate to each other. And guess what happens over a period of time? One person is changing, the other person may or may not, and they're probably changing so much that they can't even relate to each other, and then the relationship is jeopardized, right? So how many fixed points of view have you taken from others about what relationship is supposed to be? And how many points of view have you taken from others about what copulation is supposed to be? Everything that is times a godzillion, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, perfect, line, short, boys, provides, and beyond. How many of you feel that, men are terrible and they're disgusting people and they shouldn't be there on the planet of Earth, or on the face of this earth? Yeah, I mean, if you're laughing, maybe you feel so. But how can you receive from a man, and how can you receive from your own self? In every way, you're not allowing that as a possibility. What would you like to discuss that and change it? What if there was no judgment? What if you could just enjoy the one night stand? Sometimes one night stands could be just fun. If you don't build a future with them in the now, it's like, the 1 2 3 rule that Access talks about, Gary talks about, is first time you have sex, you're doing it for fun. Second time you're in a relationship, and third time you're already married to them. So where are you choosing to do sex so that you always get married and you're always finding a way out for divorce, and breakups are so painful? And we all know divorces are, right? And guess who you're divorcing in this entire, scenario? Yes, you're divorcing yourself. Everything that is, that you love to divorce yourself because you know you can divorce yourself and not have you in the entire picture of the whole, thing that we're talking about. Will you destroy and uncreate it now?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, perfect, line, shorts, boys, providing. So everywhere you choose men who you love to hate, those are the energies that you're inviting, because a lot of women want to prove a point that if they couldn't have the attention of one of their parents, maybe if they get that attention from the male person or a partner that they're choosing, they would have resolved something in their life. And a lot of people want to see, okay, if I resolve my relationship with my dad, will I have better relationship with a man? Well, really? Would you want to do that? Everything that is, everywhere you're making your relationships a challenge, will you destroy and uncreate it now? Right, wrong, good, bad, perfect, line, shorts, boys, provides, and beyond. What is sex in relationship to you? And what if you could just, what if you define it is that it isn't? Everything that is, will you destroy and uncreate it now? Right, wrong, good, bad, perfect, line, shorts, boys, provides, and beyond. And everywhere you're trying to fix the guy up, thinking that, oh, this guy needs to be really, modified. Would you really want to do that? Do you like being modified? Do you like being changed? If not, then identify one thing that they're not changing and they may never change. Are you still okay with that? And then have them in your life. If not, then you can just ask to someone else to show up. And you may never find everything in just one person. Okay. Humanoid women love to have, 2 3 men at least, if not 5. Okay, someone to go out for movies, someone to go out for picnics, someone to go out for just coffee dates. And everywhere you judge yourself, oh my god, I'm such a slut. Will you destroy and uncreate it now? Hi Amit. Right, wrong, good, bad, perfect, line, shorts, boys, providing beyond. So would you like to talk about your relationships if not sex, or sex if not relationship? Anyone? Like, what is going on? And if you've already lost that zing in your relationship, like, you're no longer doing sex in your relationship, how can you bring it back? Okay, would you like to play with a manipulation tool where you only tell people what they can hear, not what you want them to hear? Hi Bhumit, how are you? Yeah, so if you really would like to bring back sex in your life, you have to tell them what, your partner, could be a man, could be a woman, what they can hear, not what you want to tell them. Yes, magical Sridevi, you have a question? Magical?
Yes.
Okay, I was in a relationship and I forcefully had break that
Okay.
relation, because I know it's of no use.
Mhm.
But it's been nearly 2.5 years, but I'm still somewhere stuck in that thing mentally. I'm
So
not
what do you-
moving ahead. Like I want to enjoy my life,
Mhm.
but
So-
somewhere something is pulling me back.
Okay, so what do you love about hating that guy? Would you like to get back to him? Back with
No.
him?
No.
So all your oaths, vows that you've taken across time, space, dimension to be with him, or and still be with him when you're not with him, will you revoke, recant, rescind, reclaim, renounce, denounce, destroy, and uncreate it now?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, purple, neon, purple, 9 shots, boys for bad. What is stuck there? What is so confusing? Okay, are they really thinking about you, or are you thinking about them? Because
I
99,000.
think because this year I was happy. Last year I forgot his birthday also. After
How
his
nice.
birthday, 2-3 days after his birthday, I just got it that it was his birthday, and I was happy that I forgotten it.
So then what's the pain? What's the pain point here? Where are you not willing?
Maybe I'm feeling guilty that it was my wrong decision or something like that. I was really serious in that
The-
relationship.
So everywhere you're judging yourself that you made a mistake by being there in the first place, will you destroy and uncreate and push your barriers
Yes.
down and allow yourself? Can you be an allowance of yourself for making a mistake or a so-called mistake? If nothing is a mistake, what if you? Take a second. Who's talking? Like somebody's making that noise. If you could just allow yourself to receive from that, okay, what if you're not wrong? What if he showed you something that you know that this is not going to work for me, so I need to go and see something else? Everything, yeah. So you after only you met him, you realize you don't want to be with him, and that's how humanoids learn. They're like, okay, I didn't like this. Could we change this? Ye banda nahi acha, somebody else. Everything that doesn't allow you to have ease with that choice, that okay, I can always ask him to go away. I can always, getting into bed with somebody also, you can always say no at the last minute as well. And everywhere you think that ab to pathar ki lakeer hai, I can't go back on my commitment, which you destroy and uncreate it now. Right, wrong, good, bad, corporate line, shirts, boys, provides and beyond. Sorry. Where have you made it so significant that, okay, I couldn't say no to a person that I said yes to?
No, I told him no.
Sorry?
I told him no. I told him about the breakup and all those
Yes,
things.
but
He
you're
again tries
just
to be in touch with me, but I don't want to reply to him.
correct, but you're judging yourself for saying no. Everything that is. That everywhere you've not even given yourself the allowance of saying no to somebody who's not really working for you. Like something or someone does not working for you. For example, like I come to your store, I buy something and I don't like it the next day. Can I go and exchange it? Hell yes. Unless you had a board that no exchange is possible. And even if no exchange is possible, I don't have to use it. I can probably pass it on or just keep it somewhere because I bought it and ये गलती हो गई, कोई बात नहीं, next time से ध्यान रखेंगे. Right? Or do you judge yourself कि मैंने खरीद कैसे लिया, गलत कैसे हो गए? Can you destroy and uncreate all those judgments across lifetimes that you've been berating yourself and judging yourself as if something really drastically wrong has happened to you?
Yes.
हो सकता है तुम इतने गलत नहीं हो जितना तुम अपने आप को समझ रहे हो. And all that ego battle that comes in. लग गई, मैंने कैसे खुद को मैंने कैसे गलत होने दिया? Have you been in spiritual? Are you spiritual? Like spiritual field? फिर तो बिल्कुल भी नहीं. तुमने बहुत बड़ा पाप कर दिया. बहुत दुख की बात है. तुमने ऐसे कैसे कर दिया अपने आप को? कि तुम्हारी अवेयरनेस कहाँ चली गई? तुम्हारे हार्मोन्स कहाँ थे? Everywhere your hormones took over, which turned
सारे
into.
फ्रेंड्स बोल रहे थे यार, जिन्होंने उनको देखा नहीं मिला नहीं, तो सारी बातों से सुन के बोल रहे थे कि ना 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 बोल करके. मेरे अंदर से पता नहीं आवाज एक बार आई कि हाँ बोल दे करके. Like body was saying, what was it in your voice? हाँ बोल दिया. तो उसके बाद फिर ये सब बाद में चेंज होते गए सब कुछ.
So वही तो जहाँ पे भी खुद को अभी तक गलत बना के चल रही हूँ कि मैंने ऐसे कैसे कर दिया, क्योंकि मैं तो बहुत अवेयर हूँ ना. मैं तो इतने मैंने क्लासेस कर दिए, इतना सब कुछ, और फिर खुद को अपने कैसे गलत पहचान नहीं पाए तुम, सही गलत में तुमने सही नहीं पकड़ा. Will you destroy and uncreate it now?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, powerful, client, short, boys को आदमी हो. तुम्हारी बुद्धि कहाँ चली गई थी घास चरने उस समय? बोलो बॉडी, थैंक ओके, आई मीन अलाउंस ऑफ यू बॉडी. आई कैन अंडरस्टैंड तुम्हारे हार्मोन्स उस समय बहुत जागे हुए थे. आई लव यू फॉर दैट. नाउ कैन वी चूज समवन हु इज काइंडर, जेंटलर, easier with us and not hold yourself against the wall and say, I'll kill you, how dare you? Will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, for client, shorts, boys for bad and beyonds. Yeah. Lighter? Same?
No, much lighter. Thank you.
Yeah. So all the entities and the voices which are talking through you in your head, saying you've done a disaster, you know, by being with a guy. Good. कुछ moments तो अच्छे थे उसके साथ, यार पूरी जो time थे वो सारे खराब था.
नहीं, कुछ moments तो अच्छे थे, बढ़िया थे.
Exactly. So could you cherish that and not make yourself wrong for all the bad things that have happened to you? So choice अपना है ना. गुड मोमेंट्स पे देखना है या उसके, और खुद को रिमाइंड कराना है बैड मोमेंट्स को देख के दैट यू मेड द राइट डिसीजन ऑफ नॉट बीइंग विद दैट गाय. गुड बैड
दूसरों को बोलते समय सब याद रहता है, खुद की राय में तब क्यों ऐसा होता है कि लग जाती है.
तो एवरीवेयर तुम अपनी लगा रहे हो ऑल द प्रिजम्पटिव रियलिटीज एंड द नीड ऑफ रिएक्टिव रियलिटीज दैट डोंट अलाउ यू टू बी you in a relationship. Will you destroy and uncreate it now?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, for client, shorts, boys, for and beyonds. जहाँ इतनी लगा रहे हो कि अंदर लग गई है और चोट लगती चली जा रही है. All your barriers down, because see, typically अगर आपके barriers नहीं होंगे ना, चोट यहाँ पे आके लग रही है. अगर आपके barriers नीचे होंगे ना, तो यहाँ से पत्थर आएगा, यहाँ से चले जाएगा, because you're absolute space. You get it? So all your defensive mode that begins when you are in a relationship and you're ready to fight, because that's what you've learned from this reality. It's okay to fight, you know, that proves how much you love each other. Fuck you guys, everything that is, will you destroy and uncreate it now? Right, wrong, good, bad, for client, shorts, boys, for and beyonds. और झगड़ा नहीं है तो झगड़ा कैसे कर सकते हैं हम, so that we can prove we are a good couple, you know, like, yeah, we're like everyone else. और पाव
नहीं रखी थी घर पे.
हाँ पता है, यहीं रखी थी. So everything that is, right, Sridevi? See, you're तुम्हारे नाम में Sridevi. You don't have to live her life, right? She didn't have a good relationship in her life.
बहुत टाइम लगा उसमें से भी मुझे बाहर निकलने के लिए, क्योंकि एक्ट्रेस श्रीदेवी है और मैं वो लोग कंपेयर करते थे और चिढ़ाते थे, उसमें से भी निकलने के लिए टाइम लगा.
या तो हर चीज को हम जहाँ solid and fixed बना लेते, can we destroy and uncreate it now? Right, wrong, good, bad, for client, shorts, boys for bad. Everywhere you're living somebody else's life and wondering, why am I doing this? So can you allow yourself to come into the present moment and choose for you and not judge yourself, even if you may fall, and that's okay. What if falling and failing is not a wrong thing? Will you destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, for client, shorts, boys for bad. Thank you for asking that question, Sridevi.
Thank you for so much of sharing यार. पता है उसके बाद उसी मतलब उस रिलेशनशिप में थी, निकलना था, निकल नहीं पा रही थी. उसके बाद से मैं ज्यादा थकी हुई, बीमार लगने लगी हूँ और है ना बुढ़े जैसी फीलिंग आती है मुझे, लाइक जैसे कि
are you being your grandmother in a relationship? Are you being a grandmom?
पता नहीं grandmom कैसे होती है, कभी देखा ही नहीं अपनी grandmom को.
Go with the energy. Are you being your mom or your grandmom in a relationship?
I don't want to be my mom in my relationship.
Yeah, but then, okay, it defines it all, okay? All your resistance. When you resist somebody very strongly, you end up becoming them. So everything that is, everywhere your parents did not have a great relationship with each other. And then you have to prove that, you know what, I'm going to be smarter than you, but I'm going to fuck it up even worse than you. Everything that is, will you destroy and uncreate it now?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, for client, short, boys, for and beyond. तुम अकेले नहीं हो श्रीदेवी, हमारी भी जिंदगी ऐसी ही निकली थी. Did I realize that, oh भाई साहब, दूसरी तरीके भी possible है, which are lighter and kinder, and creationship भी हो सकती है, right?
Yeah. Thank you so much, Kavita.
You're most welcome.
Thank you.
And yes, Nisha, can you guys see me? Hi.
Yeah. Answer.
Yes,
Okay.
Nisha, your question.
We have two screens on for you.
That's why
Okay.
it's echoing. Yeah.
So now it won't. So I want to know, what is it that we love so much about, or I love so much about being controlled, and what is it that where do I keep comparing the level of love from the level of possessiveness that your partner has with you or for you?
So, see, typically we all love control. कितने लोग हैं जहाँ यहाँ पे कितनों के बच्चे हैं? Gary says अगर तुम सबके बच्चे हैं, which means you love some level of control. We all do that, okay? So first acknowledge, yes, I'm a control freak and I like to be in control, because if I'm a freak, then people will get freaked out with my control. So rather be in control. Everywhere you've installed people so that they can control you, or you invite people so that they can control you. So okay, you can never be the awesome you that you choose to be. Will you destroy and uncreate it now?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, purple, line, shows, boys, provide them yours. And if you are in allowance of or you identify that, yes, I kind of like it, you will not judge it, and then you will have ease with those people जो तुमको control करते हैं.
But then you don't like it if you're not being controlled.
Yeah, you don't like it. कोई कह ही नहीं रहा, किसी को फर्क नहीं पड़ता. There's one person in the morning, we were working on. It's like, no, किसी को फर्क नहीं पड़ता. I said, क्यों पढ़ना चाहिए? All your presumptive and realities and need of reactive realities, कि फर्क पड़ना चाहिए. इन रिश्तों में फर्क पड़ना ही चाहिए, वरना वो रिश्ता ही नहीं है. Can you destroy and uncreate it now?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, perfect, line, shows, boys, provide them yours.
कोई कुछ कह ही नहीं रहा है, तो maybe they don't care enough.
Yeah, they don't. And everywhere you're showing your care through a reaction, will you destroy and uncreate that?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, perfect, line, shows, boys, provide them yours. Because control is a way of you recognizing that, wow, okay, I think now he loves me, He's not letting me go where I would like to go, but he cares so much, and then you have a story. So everywhere you're spinning stories with the control issues that you're bringing in, on all the need of reactive realities with that, will you destroy and uncreate it now?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, purple, line, shows, boys, provide, and beyonds. Are you good? Why? So why is not a great question, Nishtha? Why do we invite people? That's a choice. पहले हमारे parents control करते हैं, फिर हमारा भाई control करता है, या भाई अगर नहीं है तो फिर then we have a boyfriend who controls, and then if we have children, they control. What do you love so much about control? That if you go beyond that, or everywhere you've been implanted that you were the one जिसने सारी तबाही मचाई थी पिछले planets पे. तुम्हारी वजह से सारा explode हो गया था, and everything got destroyed because you were out of control. Will you destroy and uncreate it now?
And then now you please come and destroy my life, because maybe I did the same to you.
Yeah, whatever. If you got damaged because I was out of control, yeah, so marlo meri bhi. Everything that is. But you destroy and uncreate it now.
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, perfect, line, shows, boys, provides me. So what energy, space, consciousness, choice can you and your body be to be out of control, out of definition, out of limitation, out of form, structure, significance, out of linearity, and out of concentricities for all eternity? Everything that doesn't allow that, will you destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, perfect, line, short, boys, for wet and beyond.
Mm-hmm.
So everywhere, and everywhere, we are still living the Puranic way of having relationships की एक के साथ ही संभोग हो गया है, अब मेरी पूरी जिंदगी तुम्हारे लिए है, अब तुम शादी करो नहीं करो, मैंने तुम्हारी whatever टीका लगा लिया है, so whatever. So all that dramatic way of being in a relationship that you doesn't allow you to be pragmatic with your relationships, can you just try and uncreate?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, perfect, line, short, boys, provided yours. Because marriages are man-made. Relationships you can choose. And everywhere you think that this has to last a lifetime. भाई साहब आज की तारीख में हैंड मशीन जो लेके आते हैं ना ग्राइंडर, वो भी लाइफ टाइम नहीं चलती है, 2 साल में उसकी भी अप हो जाती है. तुम कह रहे हो बंदे की लाइफ टाइम वारंटी चाहिए. Everything that brings up that you're looking out for warranty tags in a relationship, just because you had sex with them, which was not so great. And sometimes you have great sex, and then you're like, this is it. This is for a lifetime. I would continue to have sex with them. just because you're married, you stop having anyway. Will you destroy and uncreate it now? Right, wrong, good, bad, for line short, boys, for wads and beyond. So thank you. Yes,
Thank-
Radhika.
So
Radhika,
I would
yes.
like to ask you something. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So I liked what you said before about choosing how much you want to be in a relationship and choosing when to step out. But that isn't that somewhere bordering on a utopian ideal that I can walk in, walk out from a relationship. Suppose you have children and yes, right now, as you said, as partners, we outgrow each other, we go in different
Yes.
ways, but we do have kids and all of that. And sometimes there's not always an lucrative option to step out. There's always a choice, but they may not be lucrative option of stepping out.
The
And then the
financial
kids are
part of
involved.
it, yes.
Yeah. How do we deal with a situation where we can create truth and not, let's say, have the impact our partners are having on the children and yet create that space and the boundary where there is coexistence?
Yeah, so that's what today's new term is, co-parenting, right? Where if you could get over your emotional baggage with that guy, you will not throw it on the child, right? Even if they are aware of it, they don't have a point of view about it. Similarly, the other partner also doesn't throw it at you, and you can have ease with your relationship. And they're like, hey, you know what? Mom can give you one candy, but your dad can give you two. Which one would you like? I'll have both. One candy from here and two from there. It's okay, right?
Again,
Like
we're talking about a situation where the partners both are evolved enough to have that conversation that we both are different.
My ex-husband was definitely not evolved, but I evolved myself. Now my son is having best of both the worlds.
Correct.
and the love of two fathers. I had to get over the idea of me being, I was a controlling bitch. I know that. I didn't want my child to go there because then I would feel insecure. Like, tu kyun ja rahe ho? Chal ja. I don't want to take it away from you, but I don't want you to go there. Yeah, that was me.
Yes.
So it was about
We
me
know that
getting,
part of you, Kavita.
yeah. So it was about me coming into allowance of everything, and also recognizing that he's not leaving me. And if he chooses to, I am an allowance of that.
Correct. True.
Okay?
That I do.
So that's it. That's it. You're not trying to prove a point to anybody that I'm better parent than you.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm the worst parent. You know what? You can get better choices. एक सांस ले आना बाद में or whatever. Like, I mean, totally. I'm totally an allowance. देखो जो चाहिए. So if I could be an allowance of that, that would give you the opportunity of being or having ease in a relationship when it comes to co-parenting. It's not about, suppose you have to get over your judgment of how devolved your partner was. Okay. Yeah. See, it made you laugh. So he was devolved. Us samay shadi ho gaye. Okay, now to bachcha bhi hai. So bachcha has a part of evolved and devolved both, right? And it's a combination of that now. ठीक है, तो जब उसके पास जाता है तो थोड़ा डिवॉल्व हो जाएगा, मेरे पास आएगा थोड़ा और इवॉल्व हो जाएगा. Let the child choose.
Yeah, true.
Whichever polarity, okay? True. And maybe it'll become a beautiful mutation of unconsciousness and consciousness, and come to a convergence point, and something you will get created. Well, by the way, that's a body process also. It's a fantastic body process to run. So where you're coming to a convergence point, using the unconsciousness and the consciousness and going beyond into a reality that would create greater for you. Why would you want to judge कि ये हो नहीं रहा है?
Correct. So I think it all starts from a point of allowance for yourself, for
Totally.
the partner, whatever they're choosing, and for the child, whatever they choose now or later.
Yes. Today morning, I was telling somebody, when I look back now, so I was in Rajkot and I was talking about my story, about my past, okay? Now, this time, the words have changed. My angle has changed of looking at things. It is so different. It's no longer the same angle that I was holding on to before. Do you get it? Pehle ka angle was,
I do.
मेरे सामने आ जाए मैं मार दूंगी. From being pained, from being a bitch, a witch, or whatever, and now I'm like, hey, that's cool, everything is cool. Now I'm coming so long, 10, 12 years now, and my story has changed. So that was a problem which gave me the possibility. I was not willing to look at it at that time when people said thank you karo usko. मैं कहा इसमें thank you निकल नहीं रहा है अंदर से, कहते नहीं mechanically कर लो. So yeah, I did that also, but दिल से तो नहीं निकल रहा था, fact है. आज दिल से भी निकलता है, so when I look at things and how much have they shifted.
That's true. That is true.
Was I happy to lose that relationship? Hell yes, I was. It wasn't working for me. But I just wanted validation. मैं ठीक कर रही हूँ, right? कोई नहीं दे रहा था, so I had to become a victim. मैं रो रही हूँ.
Exactly. I think a lot of us operate either by victim or abuse so that we can validate, oh, this is my reason to leave.
Yeah. So I'm right and he is wrong. I stayed in it for like a couple of years till I realized it's neither is he right nor am I. It's okay. We both made certain choices which were not going to work and we were aware of it, maybe. We didn't want to even look at it. We didn't discuss. We didn't communicate. We did not. It was just a space that, okay, chalo, ho gaya, abhi to kar lete. I just felt like I had this old soul. Somebody just spoke about being an old soul. That in some lifetime, वो नहीं आपसे इसने सेक्स कर लिया है तो अभी इसी से आपको शादी करनी पड़ेगी या रेप कर दिया है तो उसी से आपकी शादी करा देते हैं बहुत गांव. So I just felt like that. So I had already had sex. So now I had to get married to him. That was my point of view. Nobody was giving it to me. Till I was ready कि भाई ये बकवास है, ये निकालो, ऐसे भी हो सकता है. Why? Because where did I pick it up? Because my parents, especially my mom said, हाथ कोई लगा देगा ना कोई तुमको फिर और छुएगा नहीं. Oh God, that was so big. तो मैंने खुद को भी छूना बंद कर दिया था. That was like heavy. It was difficult. So then उसमें से बाहर निकाला है Access ने that okay, let me allow myself to be touched and be in and it's okay to be touched. It's okay. Sex is a bad thing. How many people think that? Okay. Is sex a good thing or a bad thing? Depends who you're having with, right? It totally depends on who would you like to have your assets be used by, okay, and not make them into liabilities. So we have to use our assets, like joyfully, like, okay, where would you really like to invest your, the cleavage and the golden vagina that we're having? We're not using them. Sex is not good. Sex is not bad. Sex is all about all the judgeable offense that you have with copulation. Will you destroy and uncreate it now?
Yeah.
Right, wrong, good, bad, fault, line, shorts, boys, provides, and beyond. And all those people who've had it, they judge it. All those people who haven't had it, they judge it. And something which is hidden that we don't want to know, it's secret, we are going to judge it. Everything that brings up for you guys, will you destroy and uncreate it now? Yes. Right, wrong, good, bad, fault, line, shorts, boys, provides, and beyond. So fact is, if a woman goes out and has sex, she's called a slut. And if a man goes out and has sex, he's called a stud. Right? Yeah, stud. Wow, kya cool banda hai yaar. So,
you should do definitely a call on golden vagina. That word is just stuck in my mind now.
It is, because we will not give it away, even with the vagina saying, you know what, can somebody like open the chastity belt over there? I would like somebody
give me a window, give me a door to come out.
Yeah, it's about the come, right? We're not willing to come in life, everything that is, will you destroy and uncreate? Yeah. Right, wrong, good, bad, fault, line, shorts, boys, provides, beyond.
And hence vibrators are so good.
Yeah, but how many are even willing to go there and use it? We are not. We have too many points of view about that as well. We want to hide it. It's like a hush-hush thing. Nobody wants to talk about it. So I'm not saying be like animals. I'm asking you to ask a question, will this copulation improve with time? And then you can choose that guy accordingly or a woman accordingly. Or are you just doing it? Gary has spoken about it, that he would always choose women who mostly turn out to be bitches. That's what Gary did, right? But he says, okay, only if they're looking good and you think you don't even bother to ask a question, please ask a question.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for asking this. Yes, Parul.
Thank you for doing this call on my birthday.
Thank you for
And-
receiving it on your birthday. Happy birthday,
And
by the way.
thank you, thank you. And I'm doing my favorite thing. I'm in a spa, that too in
Yeah.
London.
How does it get better than that?
Yeah. So my world famous question, which even I have asked Gary
Mhm.
about relationship and about marriage, everyone on the call asked me, "Do you really desire one?"
Yeah.
And I'm fed up of this question now because everyone is asking this question to me.
Okay.
And I since I'm in access, I'm able to change a lot in life, use
Mhm.
tools. But when something comes up for relationship, finding the one for me, I'm not able to ask any question, can't use any tools, and I'm just frustrated as if I just want result right away.
Okay. So all your need of reactive reality with getting results in a relationship that you're seeking and finding, and then you're frustrated to find because it's a tedious task. Will you please destroy it and create it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, perfect, line, shorts, boys, provide the mirror. Do you feel I mean, is it the worth issue? Worthiness?
Yeah,
Do you how is your parents' relationship?
not too good.
Ah, are you fighting that? That I'm not going to be them, and I'm going to prove it to them that how I can be me.
Yeah, somewhere, yes.
Okay, so whatever that is, little part also will block the entire thing, right? So we
Yeah.
obviously want a complete man. Okay, we don't need a adha adhura banda coming in.
Yeah.
So everything that is, will you destroy and uncreate now?
Yes, please.
Right, wrong, good, bad, perfect, line, short, boys, provide me on. So everywhere you're avoiding and defending a relationship just because your parents didn't have a great one. Will you revoke, recant, rescind, reclaim, renounce, destroy, and uncreate it all?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, powerful, line, short, boys, provide me on. So everywhere you would love to do relationships from this reality, like people do it, and you know that's not going to work for you.
Yeah, exactly.
What are you aware of
Because
is what I will ask. What are you aware of about, in the area of relationship that you haven't yet acknowledged? And could you then be in the allowance of creating a different relationship? You've already stepped out of the Indian woman, India vibration, which will hold you back and say, "Ek ke saath hi puri zindagi nikalni hai." You're in London, okay? People don't give a damn. They just call people partners and all till the time they're there. And you can be a partner till the time you would like to have a partner, and then say, "Thank you, partner, and I'm moving on, partner."
somewhere I'm aware of that because I'm a very career oriented woman and I want to achieve heights and
All your reasons and justifications, Parul.
yeah,
Because of
and then
this and no, all your excuses for not having one, and so that you can validate, I'm not like other women. Can you destroy and uncreate it now?
yes,
Right, wrong, good, bad,
please.
perfect, line, short, boys, for and beyond.
Yeah,
So
that's somewhere
no,
stopping me.
all your reasons and justifications.
Yes, that I can't have someone who can allow me to be as successful as I am single.
You're so right. I will not change that point of view for you because you're asking for a validation. Isn't it true? No.
Yeah.
Your point of view creates your reality. I'm not going to give you that.
How can I
You're so
change this
right.
point of view?
Interesting point of view. And who does it even belong to? Whose point of view is this? That were you
This
told that
realities.
exactly? They said aisa to koi bana hi nahi hai. Then you bought it. All the lies that you bought from this reality that you can't have a partner the way you would like them to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
So have you created your life or destroyed your life so far? Like, I'm just asking.
Created.
तो बंदा तो नहीं create कर सकते हो, right? You're not good at it. Rest everything you can, but not this.
कैसे करूं?
How is a presumptive reality? Can you destroy and uncreate it now? All your
Yes.
hows that keep you stuck in a presumptive reality and keeping you taking rounds in the reactive reality, will you destroy destroy and uncreate it now?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, powerful, line, short, boys, provide me. How did you create your life right now? Jahan bhi ho. How?
I knew what I wanted,
And
then I just
could you know what you would desire in a relationship and allow it to come to you? rather than doing. Everywhere you
Yeah.
feel कि तुम्हें कुछ करना पड़ेगा तो ही रिश्ता मिलेगा. Will you
Yeah.
destroy and uncreate it now?
Yes, yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, purple line, short, boys for admin. Quick example I'll give you. For a year, I was searching for a place for my center. Correct? ढूंढ हो ही नहीं रहा है. बीच में हमारी काफी बारी आस्क चेंज होती गई. पहले सोचा खरीदना है, फिर सोचा घर लेते हैं, घर के नीचे सेंटर करते हैं, फिर सोचा नहीं सेंटर लेते हैं, फिर सोचा रेंट, फिर एंड में आया फिर रेंट पे लेते हैं, फाइनली रेंट पे लेते हैं. ओके फाइन. सो वो परम्यूटेशन कॉम्बिनेशन करते करते एट द एंड ऑफ इट आई सेड जब होगा तब होगा, मुझे नहीं सोचना है. जब नहीं सोचा तो वो हो गया. एंड नाउ आई एम लाइक अभी तो आई एम ट्रैवलिंग आउट ऑफ कंट्री तो भी हो गया. What if you did not have to give it a thought? और चीजें हो जाती है because तुम एक बारी मांग के अगर तुमने छोड़ दिया है, universe is listening, right?
Yeah.
Can you trust the universe that ठीक है, okay, universe, this is what I'm looking out for. What else is possible?
Yeah.
And leave it. That's how you created your going to London.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
क्यों पीछे क्यों पड़ना है किसी चीज के? पीछे पड़ोगे तो बहुत तेजी से और आगे भागेगी चीज.
यही हो रहा है.
तो भागो मत, रुक जाओ.
Right.
आराम से वो चीज को आने दो तुम्हारे पास. क्या प्रॉब्लम है? So everywhere you're making it a difficult task that no, it is very difficult to find good men in this world, you know, and everything that is. Will you destroy and uncreate? Right, wrong, good, bad, perfect, line, short, boys, providing. And everywhere you're searching for your own replica in a man.
Oh, yeah.
Will you revoke, recant, resend, reclaim, renounce, destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, perfect, line, short, boys, providing. यार men बहुत खूबसूरत चीज बनाई है, बुरे नहीं है वो. उनसे कैसे रिसीव कर सकते हैं हम? हाँ, कईयों में कुछ चीजें हैं, हम में भी तो है. So if you could just see them for who they are and what would you like to receive from them, आसान हो जाएगा खेल रिलेशनशिप का.
Right.
So हर जगह जहां तुमने सोचा कि तुम्हारी शिप डूबेगी ही, will you please destroy and uncreate it now?
Yes, please.
Right, wrong, good, bad, perfect, line, shows, boys, provides and beyond. Men are not that difficult as we've made them to be. Do you know that?
Yeah, that's very light actually.
And you can really, they're so playful, you can mold them with whatever tools, and now you're in access, so वो manipulation tools भी हैं, बहुत beautifully वो लोग, they're there to contribute. Are you willing to receive their contribution? Just because your dad or your mom could not contribute to each other, that you have decided that you will not let any other man contribute to you. Will you destroy and uncreate it now?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, perfect, line, short, boys, provides me. So everywhere you become the do-it-yourself person, will you destroy and uncreate it now?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, perfect, line, short, boys, provides me. Yeah, thank you for asking that.
You.
Because you're not the only one, Parul. Aparna is writing, I too have a similar question. How do I know, or how do I do, or no, how do I make a choice if even I want another relationship? You just choose. इसमें how नहीं होता है. How नहीं पूछने का वो. Everything is wow. If it what would you like to receive from that wow and not go into the how? Will you destroy and uncreate all your hows? Right, wrong, good, bad, perfect, line, short, boys. Everywhere you're waiting that we have to be karmically connected so that I get fucked badly and not in a good way. Right? Will you destroy and uncreate it now? Right, wrong, good, bad, perfect, line, short, boys, providing. Receiving is an issue. So push your barriers down, and everywhere you think that you have to suffer when it comes to receiving, will you please destroy and uncreate? Who does it even belong to? Right, wrong, good, bad, perfect, line, short, boys, provides and beyond. Yeah, please. Clear your point of view and you will see ease and space getting created in your world.
Can I ask one question?
Yes, Ritisha, please.
Ma'am, yesterday I was talking to you and you mentioned some statement like you choose and your choices can also shift your mother's world. So how can my choice, like if I choose to heal and if I choose to heal my and my mom's relationship, how does that affect? Because she's not making that choice.
Yeah, so what happens is when you're practicing access and you're doing a lot of access, people in your family start changing. Now changing does not mean कि वो तुम्हारे साथ ही चलेंगे या तुम्हारे खिलाफ ही चलेंगे. कुछ नया जो है वो उनके ऊपर असर पड़ता है और वो क्रिएट होता है. पूरी परिवार के ऊपर असर पड़ता है अगर तुम एक्सेस को करते चले जाते हो. तो तुम्हें तुम्हारे को देखना है कि ओके हाउ कैन आई हील माई सेल्फ आउट ऑफ दिस. देयर विल कम अ पॉइंट दैट यू विल बी इन अलाउंस ऑफ योर मॉम. लाइक प्रॉब्लम मेरे मम्मी डैडी के बीच में थी, पर मैंने मम्मी का साइड ले लिया और डैडी को गंदा हिटलर खराब बना दिया, विलन बना दिया सारी चीजों के लिए. टिल आई रियलाइज माई डैड इज नॉट अ बैड मैन. ही कुछ एक उनके चीजें हैं, कंजूस है, व्हाटएवर, दैट इज हाउ ही इज. तो पूरे 50 साल उसके लिए रोने की जरूरत नहीं है, राइट? पॉइंट इज आई एक्नॉलेज आई चेंज्ड, and all that hatred, all that anger, all that toxicity that started diminishing after I got into Access, and I created a beautiful relationship with my father, which my mother could not even before she left. So ये तो आपको देखना है, right? कि okay, would you want to continue to carry that baggage that she's carrying? It's like relay match हो रहा है. ये ले, अब तेरी बारी, तू भाग इसको पकड़ के. Can you stop it? Right? Can you be playful in that relationship? So yes, when access practice हम करते हैं, you opening up, your awareness level changing can have an impact on her. I'm not saying will have, can have an impact on her, and you can still have ease even if she doesn't change to have a beautiful relationship with your mom.
Okay, I have one more important question,
Yes.
which is mine, and also a lot of clients have before asked me this question. What if you take a healing, but you don't believe it's working for you?
It
Okay,
doesn't.
will it still work for you?
Access does, because access is not based on, we're not doing faith healing out here. Yes, but if you have your barriers down, it works faster. But even if you have your barriers up, वो कहते हैं ना, कतरा कतरा एक पत्थर पे भी गिरेगा तो वो टूट जाता है. That is what access is. If that's for me. Well, I it's not a belief. I know that it works. The very fact that you logged in onto this call, the very fact that you've done your basic bars and you are a bars facilitator, you know it somewhere कि कुछ तो अलग लग रहा है, कुछ तो हल्का लग रहा है. अब यू आर ट्राइंग टू, जो एनर्जी है उसको तुम कॉग्निटिव सेंस में डालने की कोशिश कर रहे हो और अंडरस्टैंड करने की कोशिश कर रहे हो. नाउ दैट इज व्हाट एक्सेस कांट गिव यू. You have to follow the energy because we are more energetic than we are cognitive. And the more you kind of go into the energy space, you will just know it. उसको logically define करने की भी जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी. So even if they don't believe, because believe में तो पहले ही lie छुपा है ना, believe क्यों कराना है?
Like if someone is coming to you for bars,
Okay.
and they're already saying, या मैं already इतनी healings करा चुकी हूँ, will this also work? या फिर ये भी
नहीं.
बाकी healings की तरह ही है?
हाँ, so मैं तो बार्स क्लास ही उसी हिसाब से करी थी भाई, कि I've been there, done that, so many modalities. बार से क्या हो जाएगा, और इतना महंगा भी है. And then वो जैसे किया तो उसके बाद there is no looking back. तो उनको आप चॉइस दे सकते हो रितिशा, फोर्स नहीं कर सकते हो. यू गिव देम अ चॉइस. जब इतना कर ही लिया है तो एक और चीज करके देख लो. नहीं किया तो व्हाट द फक, इट डजंट मैटर. बट आर यू विलिंग टू बी जज्ड दैट इट डजंट वर्क? एंड दे आर नॉट जजिंग यू, दे आर जजिंग द मोडालिटी. दैट्स नॉट यू. You just playfully say, hey, it worked for me, you know. Would you like to play with it? It may just change everything that you've done all this while. Because access changes people from within. You've to know that.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you for asking, Ritisha. Yes, Archana.
Yeah, how are you?
How are you? Okay, so Mr. Right will be there. What is Mr. Right, Archana? इतना access के बाद भी हम Mr. Right.
मेरे को नहीं पता, ये कहीं दिमाग में घुसा हुआ है.
किसका है? पूछने का घुसा हुआ है, किसने घुसाया है, किसने बताया है तुमको मिस्टर परफेक्ट होना चाहिए? परफेक्ट जैसी चीज तो कुछ होती नहीं है. मिस्टर राइट तो बिल्कुल भी नहीं है. मिस्टर लेफ्ट हो सकता है, बिकॉज he'll come and then leave. Okay, मिस्टर लेफ्ट. Oh,
मतलब
I will just, yeah.
मतलब मैंने ट्राई करना छोड़ दिया कि ठीक है, मतलब कुछ चीजें वर्क करेंगी नहीं करेंगी, बट फिर भी कभी कभी एक वो फ्रस्ट्रेशन जैसा आ जाता है, यार मतलब कुछ बदल क्यों नहीं रहा.
What if बदल रहा है और तुमने जो सोच के रखा है उस हिसाब से नहीं बदल रहा है, लेकिन बदल तो बहुत कुछ रहा है। पर जो तुमने तय करके रखा है वो नहीं बदला है, इसलिए तुमको लगता है बदलाव नहीं आया है। Everything that is will you destroy and uncreate?
Yeah.
Right, wrong, good, bad, powerful, client, short, boys, for bad and beyond. तुम्हें क्या लगता है कि बदलना चाहिए और वो नहीं बदला है? मान लो मैंने एक्सेस में आके मांगा कि मेरे को बहुत बड़ा घर मिल जाए, वो नहीं मिला और सालों से नहीं मिला, तो क्या एक्सेस काम नहीं कर रहा?
मतलब जो अंदर से एक इमोशनल एक सिक्योरिटी होता है ना कि
इमोशन तुमने फाउंडेशन करी है, फिर से कर लो। वो क्या करे उसमें? सिक्योरिटी रियली। मनी वर्कबुक में तो भी बहुत क्लियरली बोलता है किस बात की सिक्योरिटी मांग रहे हो तुम। तुम्हारे पाँव के नीचे की जो जमीन है वो कितनी सिक्योर है तुम्हें लगता है? आज कल में कुछ हो सकता है। अर्थ प्लेट्स जो है वो भी मूव कर रही हैं, किस बात की सिक्योरिटी? और तुम रिश्तों में सिक्योरिटी मांग रहे हो। द ओनली सिक्योरिटी इज दैट यू आर देयर, you are the source of your own life, you are the element who's going to create everything in your life. That's the only security you can have. आप जहां दूसरों में वो चीज ढूंढ रहे हो तो आप डिसअपॉइंटमेंट के लिए अपने ही तुम रास्ते खोज रहे हो। Everything that is will you destroy and create it now? जहां पे तुम्हें लगता है कि दूसरे मेरे को देंगे वो सिक्योरिटी या पैसा देगा मुझे सिक्योरिटी।
नहीं, अपने अंदर आनी, मतलब माइंड में एक वो आना चाहिए, जो एक ठहराव हम ढूंढ रहे हैं वो नहीं आ रहा।
ओके, किसने कहा ठहराव? आपका हो सकता है बहना ही आपका ठहराव हो। जहां पे भी आप बहने से रुकना चाहते हो और रुकने को ठहराव कहते हो, कैन यू प्लीज डिस्ट्रॉय एंड अनक्रिएट इट नाउ?
यस,
राइट, रॉन्ग, गुड, बैड, पर्पल, लाइन, शॉर्ट, बॉयज, प्रोवाइड इम्यून। बंदर के लिए हो सकता है एक पेड़ से दूसरे पेड़ पे उछलना ही ठहराव हो, और तुम कह रहे हो कि नहीं ये रुक जाए एक ही जगह, वो मर जाएगा। Everything that you've defined that isn't true for you, will you destroy and uncreate it now?
यस।
Right, wrong, good, bad, purple, line, shorts, boys, provide and beyond. पहले तो तुम खुद को खोजो कि तुम कौन, तुम क्या हो, तुम क्या है जो खोज रहे हो, जो अपने अंदर ही है, जो तुमने इतने जोर से दबा दिया है, जो तुम सीक्रेट बना दिया है कि तुम्हें खुद को नहीं पता है क्या चल रहा है अंदर। जहां तुमने खुद को खो दिया है उसको तुम्हारे 10 बार सेशंस हो गए,
हाँ।
तो 20 कर लो। बिकॉज इतने पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू है ना, वो कहाँ से आ रहे हैं, किसके हैं, कितने उठा के चल रहे हैं, कितने हमने पुराने, बिकॉज इफ यू वर ब्रॉट अप बाय योर ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स, तो कितने पुराने पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू हैं जो हम आज की रियलिटी में देख रहे हैं और खोज रहे हैं। सो वो कॉन्फ्लिक्ट जो हमारे अंदर है, एक सेकेंड रितिशा, सो वो सारे कॉन्फ्लिक्ट जो चल रहे हैं अंदर, जो तुम्हारे भी नहीं है, क्योंकि तुम अपनी एनर्जी लेके आए थे और तुमने पाली दूसरों की एनर्जी, अब तुम अपने को उसमें से खोज रहे हो, ये पूरा ऐसे खिचड़ी बन चुका है। So all the inculcated entities that you're still holding on to, will you destroy and uncreate?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, powerful, lion, short, boys, provide and beyonds.
Thank you.
तो क्या करना होगा, कितने प्रोसेसेस रन करने होंगे, क्या क्या करना होगा कि यू हैव अ सेंस ऑफ स्पेस एंड यू हैव अ सेंस ऑफ knowing that this is you. Ask, मैनुअल पकड़ो और पूछो कितने प्रोसेसेस आ रहे हैं, उससे पहले जज नहीं करो कि कुछ बदल रहा है कि नहीं। इजीएस्ट काम है वो चीज। यस रितिशा।
मैम जैसे हम बोलते हैं एक्सेस में दैट यू नो यू शुड नॉट हैव एनी प्री डिफाइंड, हम किसी से एक्सपेक्टेशंस नहीं रखना चाहिए रिलेशनशिप में, चेंज योरसेल्फ। बट देयर आर सर्टेन रिलेशंस जहाँ पे नहीं रखते रखते भी कुछ एक्सपेक्टेशंस आ जाती है,
जैसे ही आती है, जैसे ही आती है,
ये तो मेरे लिए करेंगी
नहीं, तो जैसे ही वो एक्सपेक्टेशन आ जाती है ना, उसको पॉडन पॉक कर दो। या ये ऑल एवरीवेयर शी हैज टू बी अ परफेक्ट मदर एंड शी इज नॉट, सो देन आई गेट टू जज हर, उसको पॉडन पॉक कर दो। राइट, जैसे ही वो आती है, जो डेफिनेशंस आ जाती है ना कि ये तो होता ही है ना, दूसरों की मम्मियां करती है तो ये तो करना ही चाहिए ना, सो एवरीवेयर यू आर जजिंग यू फॉर चूजिंग दैट काइंड ऑफ अ मॉम हु डजंट डू दैट। व्हाट्स राइट अबाउट इट दैट यू आर नॉट विलिंग टू सी? सिर्फ और सिर्फ सवाल, कंक्लूजन नहीं। What will it take for your conclusions to actually be destroyed and uncreated so that you can have the questions that you're resisting to ask with total ease? Everything that is, will you destroy and uncreate? राइट रॉन्ग गुड बैड परफेक्ट लाइन शॉर्ट बॉयज प्रोवाइड मी बिकॉज हम अपने पेरेंट्स से इतना उम्मीद रखते हैं, तो हम खुद ही को कभी कभी कई लोग हैं जो पेरेंट बनाने नहीं भी नहीं देंगे, क्योंकि हमें अपने बच्चों को ना उम्मीद नहीं करना है. Everywhere you're being that, everywhere you're mimicking your parents in relationship, and
And if it's vice versa, if
and
we
it's
don't
vice
have
versa.
expectations from parents, we have expectations from ourselves for being a good child.
And everything that is, can you destroy and create, Ritisha? Can everywhere, all you're stuck in a box of good and bad and right and wrong. All those boxes that you've created, can you just pod and pock them and say, okay, what will it take for me to be the worst child on planet Earth for all eternity? उससे क्या होगा, तुम्हारा पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू निकल जाएगा कि क्या अच्छा है क्या बुरा है, कि मैं अच्छी लड़की थी कि नहीं थी, वो पॉड एंड पॉक हो जाएगा. और जब जैसे ही वो चीज पॉड एंड पॉक होती है तो एक लाइटनेस आती है, फिर तुमको एक चॉइस मिलती है, तुम कुछ भी बन सकते हो. अब अभी इन 10 सेकेंड में मुझे क्या बनना है, गुड या बैड, राइट या रॉन्ग, एंड प्लेफुल हो जाओगे फिर तुम. बचपन में तो नहीं सोचते थे, तुम सारी चीजें कर जाते थे, और पेरेंट्स भी मतलब कहीं मारते भी होंगे, कहीं माफ भी कर देते होंगे. सो इट्स ओके. Can you not allow yourself to be defined by how your parents see you as? Everything that is, will you destroy all your presumptive realities and your need of reactive realities with parents and yourself? Will you destroy and uncreate it now? Right, wrong, good, bad, perfect, line, short, boys, provide ambience. Yeah?
Yes.
Thank you. Yes, Sri Devi. Sri?
Yes.
Yes.
Like किसी और रिलेशन में से डरती हूँ.
Sorry. वापस बोले.
किसी और रिलेशन में जाने के लिए डरती हूँ.
हाँ, किसी और रिलेशनशिप में जाने के लिए आपको टिप्स चाहिए क्या?
पता नहीं क्या चाहिए.
चॉइस चाहिए. चॉइस तो आप ही को करनी होगी. चॉइस तो यूं ही हो जाती है. पहले अपने पॉड एंड पॉक तो करे कि रिलेशनशिप मैंने क्या, उसके मीनिंग क्या रखा हुआ है रिलेशनशिप का, और फिर अपने को प्लेफुली चूज करने दीजिए जो आपको ठीक लगता है कि ओके. हर एक इंसान के साथ आप सीधा शादी अगर ढूंढ रहे हैं तो वो थोड़ा मुश्किल काम हो जाता है, बिकॉज हो सकता है उन लोग को जिनको आप चुन रहे हैं शायद शादी में इंटरेस्ट ना हो.
मेरे बेटे की अगेंस्ट.
क्या चीज?
ऐसे छोटा बेटा अगेंस्ट के साथ. उसको डर है कि तो प्रॉपर्टी सब चली जाए.
So what will it take? And can you be an allowance of that also? Are you ready for it? तुम तैयार? Yes. जहां भी तुमको लगता है कि मेरे से ना खुश हो जाएंगे लोग, इसलिए मुझे ये नहीं करना है, पर करना तो है. Will you please destroy and uncreate it now?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, perfect, line, short, boys, so that's me. So मेरे बच्चे को ना, जब मैं ये डिवोर्स हो चुका था, मैं शॉर्ट क्लोथ्स पहनती थी तो वो बहुत मारता था मुझे, पर मैंने पहनना बंद नहीं किया. आज वो कहता है कि जब मैं फुल क्लोथ पहनती हूँ कि आप पागल हो, आप ये क्यों पहन रहे हो, इतनी गर्मी है, हल्के कपड़े पहनो. So everywhere you give up on being you in relationships so that you can maintain the relationships or be controlled by them, will you revoke, recant, rescind, reclaim, renounce, destroy, and uncreate it now?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, perfect, line, short, boys, provide endurance. So if you allow yourself to be you, who would you be? What would you be? Where would you be? When would you be? How would you be? Play with that question. And then be true to yourself. You're trying to be true to your child. What if you can run his bars and do his processes, and maybe he could have a playful person coming along जो उसका सिर्फ दोस्त बनना चाहता है? Don't try to give him a father. Give him another friend. Okay. And play with it. If you really desire to have somebody. Thank you for asking. Yes, Ankita.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, hi, Kavita.
Hi.
So, I personally believe that I'm quite rigid when it comes to, friendships. Any relationship, I believe. I have this huge, thick walls around me, and I would not let anybody enter. Though I'm willing to, I'm wanting to. Like I want to have so many friends, even like the old friends. I can say, like say school friends or associates, whoever you're in contact with. there's something which is missing, you know, which tells me that it's not, you know, like it's not a, जैसे कहते हैं कि okay, your 2 a.m. friend maybe, or you know, somebody you can just call at any time, or you're comfortable, or people are comfortable with me. I don't know. I feel there's something missing. How
So,
did
Truth, who are you being in when you're saying this? Who are you being? Which parent are you being? And where are you protecting yourself from having walls around you because you don't want to get hurt in friendships or relationships, or you'll be too dependent on them, or you'd expect too much of them, or they will expect too much from you and you can't provide them, and so rather not have it.
exactly?
And everywhere you're judging yourself for being smart, for not having friends. Will you destroy and uncreate it now?
Yes, please.
Right, wrong, good, bad, purple line, short, voice, provides me on. Because Gary says you're smart. If you don't have friends, it's okay. You don't have to judge yourself for that. What if you are aware of them, that if you're going to go in that direction, you're going to be so badly manipulated? I'd rather not have that kind of a reality. But if it is about the walls, what if you could receive from them and you still don't have to be hanging out with them? I mean, it's a relationship. It's like a friendship kind of thing that you have to create. So everywhere so walls and barriers, yeah, put them down. And then see, okay, can anyone really hurt an infinite being? And everywhere you become finite when you push your barriers down. Will you destroy and uncreate it now?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, purple, line, short, boy, provides millions. What fun can you have with friendships that you're not willing to, because you are so occupied with protecting yourself of being betrayed, or trusting them too much? What if you had to trust them? What if you only had to trust you?
That'll be amazing.
Yeah,
And
because
point of view.
Exactly, you are so aware that you haven't really acknowledged yourself for that.
Right.
Everything that is, will you destroy and uncreate? Right, wrong, good, bad, perfect, line, short, boy, because when I was growing up, I did not have permanent friends. Like, purane dost to bilkul bhi nahi. And then I had to judge myself, because people who would have KG ke friends, I'm like, how do you manage? Yeah. Until I came into Access and I realized, oh, I have a capacity of moving on. What if you're not willing to see? What if wherever you're judging yourself as being wrong, what if that's strong about you?
Right.
And and what could I receive from these people in this moment right now? Put your barriers down and hang out and receive from them. And what could I contribute to them if they're willing to receive it? If they're willing to receive your contribution. And what if you didn't have to define that, okay, ye mera bahut acha dost hai, ya bahut kharab dost hai, whatever. They're just there, they're people, they're contributing, and you're receiving. That's it. What if you did not have to put labels on them?
Much easier, I think.
It's so light. You can always tell people, hey, can I call you? Can you call me? Can we be there? I'll be there. You have my back. I have your back, and that's okay. And even if they're not there, you have your back. You're not waiting for somebody to have your back. Everything doesn't allow you to be playful in your friendships also. Will you destroy and uncreate it now?
Yes.
Right, wrong, bad, purple, line, short, boys, this entire universe is here to contribute. And we're putting up walls. It's like, no, I'll tell you kya cheez kar sakte, kya nahi. So everywhere you're trying to be a control freak with the universe. Can you let that all go now?
Yes.
Yeah. And just breathe and say, kya ho jayega? How much, how much ease and fun are you willing to have in that moment, and go with your awareness. Normally what happens is when we get into a relationship, we check out. We kind of give away our awareness and we're like, ha, jo tu bole. Now that is where we get, stupefied. What if you didn't have to go into that direction? Keep your awareness with you and choose what works, what doesn't, and you can say no as and when you feel like. That's about being you. Yeah.
Right.
So, Mona is saying, you just said about security. It's very difficult to let. Thank you so much, Ankita. It's very difficult to let go the point of view that money doesn't give security. Okay, money does give a sense of security about your future. No, have you done money workbook, Mona? Because money doesn't give you security. It's only you who can provide yourself with that security. In California, the earth is moving. Their houses can fall anytime. Okay, so you have to know that only you are the source. Money is not the source, and if you're making it, then you will have to kind of pardon for that. The capacity to moving on, yeah. So Archana is writing, sometimes I just move on in a snap. Isn't that amazing? And then I go into the wrongness of all of it, that I'm wicked and just keep leaving relationships. Are you wicked? Truly? Truth, are you wicked? Everything that defines that this is how you become wicked if you leave people. If you leave when you're getting suffocated and smothered, will you destroy and uncreated now? Right, wrong, good, bad, perfect, line, short, boys, for bad news. So Mona, everywhere you making it difficult for you, and you for letting it go, and everywhere you holding on to it because it's serving some purpose. So you have to ask, okay, what's the value of holding on to it? Everywhere you don't wish to be having enough value in your life for who you be, because you're the only source, right? And you're making everything else. You have to pardon for that. So thank you for your questions, people. Just wanted to kind of announce that 29th of April, we're having a foundation class, brand new one in Delhi, and 4th May onwards in Mumbai. If you're looking at repeating the class or doing it brand new, like for the first time, you can contact me or Nishtha. Nishtha for Delhi, me for Mumbai. And even Ranjan is there. I don't know if she's there on this call, but yeah, nevertheless, if you have my number, I'll just put it on. Thank you so much, Radhika, for receiving it. This is my number in case you want to reach out, message, call, just talk. You know, I'm not the 2 a.m. friend because I like to sleep at night. So not the 2 a.m. one. But yeah, before that, anytime. Before 8 o'clock is good, you know. Thank you so much. And thanks,
Thank you,
Ritisha,
Kavita.
for your question. Thank you.
Thank you for the beautiful calls, and Kavita.
Thank you, Sarita, for receiving it. Because sex and relationship, सबसे पहला relation खुद के साथ होता है.
Exactly.
And we never spoke about it, but yeah, but we just got carried away with other people. That's okay.
Other questions, yes.
Other questions. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you, Leo. Thank you.
Kavita.
Thank you
so
thank
much.
you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Kavita. Thank you.
Will any other topic that you guys wish to